Hello people, welcome to module 4 of basics of HTML. In this module we'll be learning about the HTML attributes. Okay, so HTML attributes are basically the things that provide additional information about the elements such as title, head, paragraphs. These are the elements, so they provide the additional information about those things, and all the HTML elements can have attributes. As you see, there are two tags, as we all already know. There's a start tag and the end tag. You always want to put the attributes in the start tag. So we'll start with the example. So last module we talked about href attribute, sorry. So we define this thing in a tag, a as in address tag, and to define the hyperlink. And href attribute specifies basically the URL you want the user to go. Okay, so suppose I have a basic format of this thing, and I want to make my user go to google.com by clicking some link which says click here. Okay, so href equals to double commas www.google.com. okay, so this is the link you want the user to go when he clicks where? Click here. So after you close this bracket, you write click here to reach Google. Okay, then you write the end tag, that is /a. okay, you save this thing and you run in the window. You will find a link. So this link is already in the blue, and if you hover your cursor over it, you will find it is a clickable link, and if you click it, this link will address you towards google.com. okay, so this is the basic function of href attribute. Now the next one is src attribute, that is already being taught in the last module. So it comes with a image tag, and in image, if you want to assign the source of something, you have to use src attribute. So how you can do that? That is, suppose I want to import an image. Okay, so image tag, then src is the source, and we will write the name of the file you want to import, and be cautious that that file should always be in the parent folder. Okay, so that file, suppose my file name is 89. okay, and that is a png file, so I'll write complete name 89.png. So this is the basic way to import an image, and you save this thing, you reload your page, and you will get the image in the original height and width. But what if you want to assign the height and width according to yourself? So there is a separate attribute for that thing, that is called height and width attribute. So it comes along with the image tag. So I'll show you how it works. So in this same tag, you will give a space, you will write HEIGST, that is height, equals to comma 200. That 200 is the pixels. Okay, and again you give a space, you will write width equals to comma, that is again suppose 200. You save this thing and you run this thing. You will see the height and width are adjusted according to the pixels you have already set. Okay, so this is the basic feature of height and width attributes. So now we comes to style attribute. That style attribute is used to add like color, the font, or the size of something. Okay, so suppose I want to write a paragraph, and that paragraph I want in red color, so I'll write P, I'll put a space, I'll write style, then again same way equals to comma, the color I want to be red. Now the thing to be you should notice is I have put a colon here. Okay, so you should be always very cautious about this thing, this commas, this equal to sign, this colon signs. Okay, this column, and then again I close the bracket, I'll write this paragraph is in red color. Okay, I'll close this para /p, I'll save this thing, and I'll check in the browser window. So I'll find this paragraph is red in color. Okay, suppose I want to add something else. Okay, I want to add the font size. So now suppose you want the font size to be 50 pixels. Okay, so what you'll do, inside the column, inside the commas, you will give a semicolon, you'll write font dash size, and that will be colon 50 px, and then the comma closed, and you save it, you run it back, and this will come in 50 pixel size. So this is a basic feature of the style attribute. You can select the background color. If I'll show you how to do that, so in this I'll write a semicolon, I'll write background color. Suppose I want it yellow. Okay, I'll save it, I'll reload it, and this background color is now yellow. Okay, so this is the way the style attribute is used. Now the last one is the title attribute. Title, I'll show you how this title attribute works. Suppose I want to write another paragraph. I'll give a space title, title equals to I am a tool tip. Okay, so I'll close this thing, I'll write who are you. Okay, and I'll close this paragraph /p. So what I have done here, I just gave a paragraph, started it, I gave a title attribute here that is equals to I am a tooltip. I'm so sorry, I forgot to put the column commas. So I am a tooltip, and I save this thing. I run this program. What I'll get is who are you? But where is this thing? I'm a tooltip. So what you'll do when you hover over this thing, it will come as I am a tooltip. So this is the basic feature of a title attribute. Okay, so I hope this is clear to all of you. In the last, I'll try to summarize what I have done so far. So we got to know what all HTML elements can have the attributes. We used a tag to use the href attribute. We used img tag, that is for the image, to use the src attribute. We used the same width and height tag with the image attributes. Okay, then again the alt attribute we again use with the img. We got to know that in the style attributes we can do a lot of things such as color, the font size, and background color, a lot of things. And the title attribute defines some extra information about the element. So these are the 6 things we got to know about how we can do in HTML. And if you guys have any query regarding this thing, just let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Okay, thank you so much.